Welcome to Tamer Bowling Video Ball Reviews. We need your support, so if you like what we do, please support us by joining our Patreon page. I want to thank Limerick Bowl for their support. If you're in the area, don't forget to visit Limerick Bowl in Limerick, Pennsylvania. Let me introduce our new partner, Haley's Pro Shop. A big thank you to Jeff Miller and Ron Hoppy. Don't forget to check out Haley's Pro Shop in Burlington, Washington for world-class drilling and coaching. Welcome back. Today we are testing the new 900 Global Equilibrium. First impressions, the name makes sense, being one of the more versatile balls we've thrown in recent times. We gave the Equilibrium an A for value. It's, again, very versatile for medium price. Alright, so let's jump in. First off, I have to admit the 900 Global Equilibrium was very fun to throw, and hopefully you will be able to see why. This is smack dab middle of the road ball, covers moderate strength with a moderate cover stock finish. The core is medium strength with that simple dome shape and a medium differential. I found historically medium differential balls tend to be some of the most versatile pieces, and this was for sure. This combination has some smoothness with some mid lane read and a down lane shape that seems to accelerate as it gets closer to the pins. It's a shape I've called boomy before. The real standout characteristic is that it seems to have the uncanny ability to be playable from a wide range of areas on the lane. So typically I may have, say, 5 boards to manipulate a ball to get to the pocket. I'm not talking about 5 boards at the break point, but at the arrows. But with this ball, I literally had 20 boards. It does have a bit too much angle from more direct, so unless you can control your rotation, it'll be tricky. But since I have a little more rotation, I can kind of keep pushing in, and once I started pushing second arrow and beyond, I had no problems. I just keep working my way in all the way through about the 5th arrow as you keep watching, and then no more area check was necessary. I'm not going to get that deep ever in real life. Yes, you have to move your break point, of course, as you move in. Increase your axis rotation and so on, but the point is the ball was versatile enough to allow me to play all those different angles. I'm a medium rev lefty, so having this much ability to manipulate the house shot is frankly fun. You could argue this is a benchmark ball, compared to, say, the Phaze 2, which is maybe the ultimate benchmark. This ball basically a step under, meaning a little less mid lane, a little later reaction, touch more angular. So perfect step down in my mind if you're looking for a slightly cleaner reaction. Shawn was next, and again you can see the same ball characteristics. His benchmark is high road. Basically this would be a little earlier and a little less angular than that ball, so essentially a step up. I'm just imagining an arsenal where you have a Phaze 2, an Equilibrium, and a high road. You can cover tons of conditions with those 3 pieces. And shall I say, the fact that I'm mentioning the Equilibrium in the same breath as those other pieces should give you an indication of how I feel about this ball. On the condition Shawn is on, you can see the ball's usable. He likes a cleaner reaction still of, say, a high road, but you can see a clear demonstration of how this ball shapes. Shawn hadn't seen me test the ball at all, but also tested different parts of the lane and saw the same usability. Now we have Bryan, and he also had more room than he typically has. He had been testing the Badger Extremes as well, and had to recognize that the Equilibrium is more ball and requires more angle, so he had to open up his angles or the ball will not hold. So a little belly is needed, and here's where different styles tape to different pieces. Bryan's an accuracy bowler. The Badgers, while being less ball, allowed him to focus on pretty direct lines and really repeat his shots. With having to open up the angles a bit, he had to reset his mind to angle. It may have been a little tricky at first, but he found it and got comfortable. But ultimately, I believe he'd probably choose a less angular motion as long as it still gave him drive, which the Badgers, the extreme balls, happen to do. But this is definitely a different look, and I think it was nice to have that play. Final thoughts, the Equilibrium really feels like a very usable medium strongish benchmark type ball. It's strong enough to play medium high volume patterns, but also versatile enough to use from different parts of the lane, and that was kind of the key characteristic. Everyone saw similar characteristics, so the ball was consistent from bowler to bowler, at least in our test. This is a really fine offering from 900 Global.